passing of Pope Francis. We want to give you a live look at the Vatican tonight. Flags are at half-staff after the evening rosary prayer in St. Peter's Square, and an American cardinal is serving as the acting head of the Vatican. Pope Francis died on what's known as Easter Monday this morning, and this now sets off a period of mourning before the conclave will choose the next leader of the Catholic Church. As WBZ's Christina Rex reports, the Pope's impact was felt here in Massachusetts and around the world.
All across the state, church bells chimed in unison Monday afternoon in memory of Pope Francis.
Today we just felt we needed to come hearing of the Pope passing.
The news of his death compelled Catholics across the Archdiocese to Mass, like here in the North End, where a picture of the Pope rested at the altar of St. Leonard's. And here in Natick, where Boston Archbishop Richard Henning greeted parishioners along the Marathon route and reflected on his 2019 personal meeting with the Pope.
One-on-one, there was a real intensity to the encounter with him. He paid close attention, and I was very deeply moved by that meeting with him.
Boston is considered one of the most Catholic cities in the U.S., with nearly 40% of people in the area practicing the religion. What they'll remember most about the Pope of 12 years?
Just that he was for the people, really, very humble. Very down to earth.
We were talking about Boston College, and it's just special to me that he was a Jesuit.
Indeed, Pope Francis was the first pope from the Jesuit order of priests, the same order of those at Boston College.
He was just a wonderful pope and a tremendous gift to the life of the church, but to the life of the world as well.
BC professor Thomas Groom says Pope Francis will be remembered for his outreach and progressive stances on immigrants, climate change, and LGBTQ issues.
The welcome he had, I mean, his great cry was todos, 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 all are welcome, and it was very clear.
That legacy of compassion will be carried forward locally in the future, church leaders say.
He's called us to seek a path that is not turned in on ourselves in a selfish sense, but turned outwards in solidarity and compassion for others.
And of course, the process for electing a new pope will begin soon after this pope is laid to rest. One fact is that former Boston Archbishop Sean O'Malley, now Cardinal O'Malley, is eligible to become pope. In Boston, Christina Rex, WBZ News.
Now, Pope Francis will not be buried in St. Peter's Basilica, but at another church in Rome, St. Mary Major, which indicates that he chose a more simple papal funeral and burial, which is consistent with his style. Here's a look at the timeline of what happens next. After the Pope's death, his papal apartment was locked. The Pope's ring and seal were broken to symbolize the end of his pontificate. He will lie in state in St. Peter's Basilica. His burial must take place 4 to 6 days after his death. After his burial at St. Mary Major, a conclave of the College of Cardinals must meet to choose the next pope 15 to 20 days after the Pope's death, allowing cardinals from around the world time to travel to the Vatican. Cardinals 80 and under are eligible to vote.